Ladies and gentlemen, it is showtime. Please enjoy the show.
It's the corner where the trees at.
Is this the passing of the torch, right? Is this what this signifies?
It comes down to that front office and what they feel is most important.
The champ is here. We've touched down from a higher plane. Why you made it here?
We always look forward to that week because it was always intense.
You know that we ain't coming back. We about to.
The man, the myth, the legend, Dante Hall. My favorite player growing up was Dante Hall. I love you guys in the show, but Dante was my guy.
Get to dashing because you done on the warfare.
It's week 7, and the Kansas City Chiefs are gearing up for a classic AFC West showdown against the Las Vegas Raiders. That's right. It's Raiders week, baby. The Chiefs are an 11.5-point favorite, and Arrowhead is ready to explode. Rashee Rice is back from suspension, and this offense looks dangerous again. Mahomes spreading it around, Kelsey carving up defenses, and the points are flowing like we're used to seeing in Chiefs Kingdom. FanDuel has every angle covered from Mahomes' passing yards to Rice's receiving props to how this defense plans to clamp down on the Raiders' attack. Want even more action? Build your own same-game parlay and ride with the Kingdom all Sunday long. With fast payouts and an app that's smoother than a Mahomes sidearm throw, FanDuel makes every snap feel bigger. And don't forget, every Friday on Chief Concerns, we drop our best 5-leg same-game parlay for the weekend, plus JD's 10 keys to victory, breaking down exactly how the Chiefs can handle business against their rivals and keep the AFC crown in Kansas City. Download the FanDuel Sportsbook app today and make every snap count. Chiefs, Raiders, Rashee Rice back, the offense is rolling, and the Kingdoms are ready to roar. Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Chief Concerns. I'm Marcus Dash. Right here is our guy, former Chiefs tight end, Jason Dunn. JD, how are you doing, brother?
What's going down, my brother? How are you doing? I'm doing well right now, and I'm sitting over here, and I'm still down supporting my nephew Chad. So he's getting stronger, getting better every single day. I'll continue to shoot your prayers this way. But everything's good, man. Red Friday, so I brought my red on, and the good thing is, I tell you what, some of the nurses up here are Chiefs fans, and I didn't know at first. I think they thought Chad was playing around with him when they told him I was, a Chiefs player. He's like, yeah, Chad jokes with him all the time. That's what he does. He jokes with him all the time.
That's what he does.
He's like, man, I know you messing around with me. And so when I really told them I was a Chiefs player, they was like, what, really? So it's been something, man. It's been really exciting just to be able to talk to some of the nurses and whatnot and know that we have a huge kingdom out here of Chiefs fans. And we've taken pictures. We talked about the Chiefs, and there's a lot of Packers fans. I just never understood it. I was asking Chad. Chad's a Packers fan. And I was asking some of the other nurses out here, like, what makes y'all Packers fan? And, of course, they gave, I like this person, I like this guy, and that's the reason I became a Packers fan. But I tell you, what fans they're not really of? I didn't hear Raider fans. I didn't hear any type of Raider fans. I didn't hear any of those,
Man, at a hospital, I hope my doctor or nurse wasn't a Raider fan. I'd be very concerned if my nurse or doctor was a Raider fan.
Yeah. You had to take your hat off and hide you like, oh, man. Shoot. So, now, man, so it's Red Friday. We know what it is. So, happy Red Friday to each and every one of you all out of here. Hey, look, we are getting ready to roll on Sunday. So this is going to be our first noon game. So I'm excited. Yeah, Chiefs Kingdom is global. It sure is. And so I think people do appreciate it. I have a good friend of mine that I met down in Mexico when we go down on a trip, Charles and our family and whatnot. And he always asks, he said, man, when are the Chiefs going to play over here in England? I'm just like, man, I have no idea. I'd like to, be great. I'll see when they get over to the UK. Now I know they've been, other places, but not UK yet.
We were at Wembley Stadium in 2014 is when we played the 2014, 2015 was when we played the Lions.
Okay.
That was the one time though.
All right, yeah. So I guess it's then because he was talking about obviously who's over there right now, but
Jacksonville gets a million of those games a year.
I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Do they have like a huge, I guess, community?
Well, I had read that was the team that if the NFL was thinking about moving a team over to across the pond, Jacksonville was the first team that they wanted to do that with. That was the first team they kind of tested it with. Okay. So the first few years when they started doing the London games, Jacksonville was the team they were doing once a year with them. That was the team they made an effort to make that team the team to go over to Jacksonville. So I don't know if that's still a plan for them to make them a London team, but I know that was like the guinea pig team they were trying to do that with. That's why they're the first few teams to go over there.
Well, I guess if you're gonna get one team to move somewhere, get the Jaguars to go on over there, right?
That's true, right? The Jaguar, yeah. Maybe that's why.
Man,
the car comes from over there.
Who?
Jaguar car. It's a British.
Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah. Manufacturer. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So,
but the thing is, what would they do as far as that? Their chant is based on the county that Jacksonville's in, so they can't do Duval anymore.
I don't know. Wembley,
Yeah. I mean, the
same ring to it,
It does.
So,
but I was gonna say we appreciate everybody who is in the chat and who stayed with us throughout the hour. I know we were gonna be on 8:15, but we had to change things around. Obviously, JD explained that he's with Chad right now, so we appreciate all the love and we appreciate you guys hanging out with us on a Friday night a little longer or a little later than our usual time. But we appreciate you bearing with us.
Support and understanding. Y'all the best out there, so we appreciate you all. We appreciate you all immensely. So we don't say it. I don't think we say it enough. So we just want to let you all know how much we care about you, and we thank you so much. Just express our gratitude for your understanding and who you are to us, really. So come catch it. Y'all come catch up with us on a Friday night of all things. So just amazing to me, Marcus. Just absolutely amazing. All the other things you be doing on a Friday night. Hey, but I would say this. I think this is a good alternative. This is a great option for you to come do. I don't think anybody better come see when you sit down in the couch or wherever you are right now than sit back and listen to me and Marcus and of course, Teja when he comes in, right? And so, Chiefs fan, 1969, we love you too, all right? Tailgater, we love you also. So y'all know that, okay? And our hearts are always with you guys, always. Thank you, Andrew. I appreciate it. So, Chad always loves hearing when people, express how much they cherish him and saying and praying for him. It means a lot. It means a lot. So great old
love Chad. Love my guy Chad. Jazzy D, JD looking good in Chiefs to Reb. Jazzy also calling me out. Marcus, how come you're wearing Raiders silver?
Oh man.
Technically, this is a Super Bowl shirt of when we played in Vegas, so it's kind of more of paying homage to us being the Vegas Chiefs since we have more wins in their stadium than they do. So it's kind of a jab to the Raiders by wearing that. But yeah, so we got an action-packed show for you guys tonight. JD will be doing his keys to victory.
Keys to victory.
In a different style tonight. We had to adjust a little bit, so it's a different style for his keys to victory tonight. You guys
say hi. I want y'all to meet somebody. Here, come on the other side. You got to come over here real quick. I know you want out. I want to introduce you all to someone real quick. This is my sister, one of my sisters. I can't see you, Rita.
They can't see me.
Hey there, how you doing?
You remember Marcus?
I met him, yeah. At the wedding.
The wedding, yep.
Yeah. So we got Chiefs Concern you live with everybody looking at you right now. So this is my sister Marita. I know y'all can't see her, So there she
I'm
go.
Worn out.
Yeah.
And I don't have my Chiefs gear either. All right.
Yeah. All right.
Peace, love.
Okay. Bye. Love you. All right. I'll see you later. Give me a shout. Okay.
I'm going to be marching tomorrow.
All right. No. Good. Wonderful. So yeah, it's one of my sisters, man. Just man.
That's good.
Beautiful heart.
It's good to have you familial support and everyone over there to see Chad.
Oh yeah. So
Love the Dunn family.
yeah, man. We hold each other up. That's what we do, brother. That's what we do, man. You know, that and our family extends out to you all. Trust me. You know, we are. That's who we are as a family. That's who we've always been. That's who we always been taught to be. And so we just so thankful for each other, but also to the friends, family, new friends, and whatnot. But hey, we try to do everything the right way. You know, for my mom and my father. You know, just making sure. So I'll tell you a quick little story. So I'm the youngest. Okay, out of 14.
Do I have to go out this door?
So you can't go at 8 o'clock. They shut that door. Yes, ma'am. Emergency room. Yes, ma'am. All right. I'm sitting over behind the desk, so everybody's like helping everybody. That's good. But you know, I'm from the youngest at a 14. My mom is third or fourth in her family of 10, and my dad came from 13. So huge families. So that's who we are. Hey, that's what we always been taught. I always say this, man. I came from a big football family. We were like a football team. That's who we were, you know. And so, yeah, we stayed close to one another, supporting one another, loving each other. That's a fact. That's a fact. So, you know, we want to make sure we treat everybody right. My grandfather's motto has always been, live right, do right everywhere you go. Okay, so it's my grandfather. Came all the way up here from Kentucky when he was 12 years old on a train, was working, and ended up finding himself in here in Kentucky, married my grandmother, and you know, there's a whole history there. But yeah, yes.
Well, before he went to Kentucky, where was he? What state was he born?
Oh, Alabama. My grandfather was in Alabama.
Okay. Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh nice. Look at that. Yeah, you got the SEC states down: Kentucky, Alabama.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So good family history right there. So Han appreciated how for that, and I'm glad y'all got to meet my sister. So y'all met my brother Charles. Y'all met my brother, I think John. Yeah, y'all met John. Mm-hmm. Y'all met Tim.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let me see. Rita just now. I'm trying to think who else. You know, did y'all meet Duke? I don't think Duke's been on here.
No, Duke hasn't been on. No, not yet.
Oh, y'all gonna love Duke, man. Y'all see Duke. Everybody else, something else.
Yeah, everybody in the Dunn family special, and a hoot. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you that much. A hoot.
Great time with it, Marcus. Hey, we get down over here, don't we? Have a good time when we do it.
Yes, you do.
Yeah. So yeah, well, it's good, man. So let's go on, get on with the show. Talk a little bit about these Raiders. You know, I was telling you that I have some family members that are Raiders fans. You know, one of my brother-in-laws, he's a Raiders fan. I told him when I first seen him yesterday, I said, "Hey," I said, "What's going on?" I said, "Hey, it's Raider week." He just started laughing. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I saw my brother earlier today, and he's like, "Yeah, we're gonna get dominated." Like, the Raiders fans right now are so defeated. It's like we saw. I mean, the other day we had your cousin on, and he was just like, I mean, it was kind of defeated. I mean, he's like, I have a hope for this game because it's Chiefs and Raiders, but you know, they're all kind of like right now. I mean, it's only week 7. How are they feeling like this already?
You know, they're used to it. It's just like one of those things, man. When you have been like losing, you kind of get like that. Here we go again, right? And it's just, you know, the Raiders. It's almost like they can get out their own way. like I was telling them, I'm like, y'all had a ton of draft picks, but then you start drafting guys, I think, in the different directions. I was just like, how you not go get somebody like a young quarterback behind Geno Smith to get him ready? Like, you don't try to prepare anybody. I think they said they got somebody later on in the rounds, but you could have had maybe a guy, top 5. We were talking about maybe Shador would have been a great pick for him. Great pick. He could have sat behind him and, learned a little bit. There was
a few teams that could have used Shador. It didn't make any sense to me.
Yeah.
Like, if you didn't think he was a top 2 round pick, sure, or whatever, top 3 round pick even, top 4 round pick even, you could have had him in round 5.
Right. Sure, they had 100 draft picks. So I don't know.
Yeah. Didn't make much sense. And plus, Brady was also close with. I think there was videos of Brady training with Shador, and Brady's apparently a big brainchild behind what's going on with that team. So it doesn't really make much sense to me. I don't know.
Yeah. Somebody, Genty was a good pick. He was, but offensive line. I don't care. Like I was saying this before, right? We have been talking about this, Marcus. It doesn't matter who you get if the guys up front are not opening up the holes, to get you to get to the second level. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter at all. So you can be one of the best running backs. When Genty came out, was regarded as the best running back in college football, and you see what type of seasons he's had. That sucker's getting tattooed. So, yeah, wild stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it's also too once again that pattern of hiring a coach, firing a coach a year later, then it becomes a kind of a thing where everybody in the fan base is okay to do that because it happens so often. It's like, okay, Carroll's not it, fire him. It's like, it's week 7.
Yeah, shoot, you should give a guy like him time for sure. Same thing like Geno. I like Geno Smith. I think he's a very talented quarterback, man. And he looked good up when he was up in Seattle. And I think you just had to put the right pieces around him, to be successful. It's just like any quarterback, right? Nobody could do it on their own. Everybody talk about, Joe Burrow's a great quarterback. Sure he is. But, you got Higgins, you got, Chase. He got some guys around him that's going to help him out a lot, to be that good. I think one of our guys that we know, Patrick, somebody could say, well, has he always had it like a stack? Shoot, I don't know. You could kind of question that, but we know now he has got the firepower at his disposal to use it anytime he needs to. And I'm telling you what, that's what I'm saying, man. This Sunday, I'm letting you know right now, this Rashid Rice, okay, is welcome back, come out party, whatever you want to call it, right? Rashid Rice is back. He is here. He is here. And he is waiting. So Four is ready to go. I say, man, we just we get him acclimated as soon as possible. And my first pass might just be to him. I don't even care what it is. I don't care who's covering. He might be double covered. Still give it to Rashid Rice, just to let him know, man. This. He might catch. He might come up with it, just because he's just so hyped. You know what I mean? From this game, just waiting to get back, man. And now he's unleashed. So him, Worthy, Hollywood Brown, who's just been out there, man, terrorizing all the defenses and DBs, Juju, who's sitting over bullying people. Apparently, he's making everybody quit. I seen that tweet you sent out, man. The one guy was talking about. He did a long video, I guess, of this whole. Oh my gosh, I don't know. Can you play something like that? I want to see and play something like that. I don't know if you can pull it up now, but if y'all haven't seen it, it's so ridiculous. Like the amount that people go to with Branch crying about they was getting bullied, and he's putting all of this whole narrative together and whatnot. I'm like, hold on, man. Look, this is still football. Guys are going to win. They're going to lose. You're going to get cheap shot. These things happen. This is what ball is. It's always been that. And all of a sudden, man, it just makes me feel like he's like a school kid. He had his little backpack on, talking to the media, and I'm just like, yo, like, hey, man, you done softened up a whole lot, Branch. You've been a tough guy the whole time you've been in, terrorizing everybody, and then all of a sudden they bullying you. Come on, bro. I don't think it's what it is. You just didn't like the results of what they was doing to you. Well, I love the video because it was showing Worthy was getting at him. He was making him miss. Patrick, of course, hey man, it's on you. What? Hey, catch this too when you're doing it. And so that was it. And then, I think that was just the cherry on the top when Juju did it. Seriously, you know what it kind of reminded me of? It reminded me of the video that we watched. Al Saunders sent it to me too. Al loved this. He sent it to me, and it was when we were hitting Ray Lewis.
Ravens, yeah.
Yeah, man, hey, man, sometime it's going to happen today. Today is not going to be your day. Today, you're going to have to take a seat over there, and you're going to have to decide some different choices. You know what I mean? And realize you just got bloodied up. You got hit in the mouth today. Okay? We all had to deal with it at some point, sometime. We got to deal with it. Okay? His just happened to be this last Sunday. I'm sorry. Last Sunday night, Branch had to get his nose bloodied out. Well, Juju did, but I'm talking Branch, proverbial bloodied nose.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because that video, NFL, it was a Turning Point NFL. They ended up, not Turning Point. Gosh, I think it's called Turning Point. It's one of their shows. They have the inside the NFL mics on, or when they're mic'd up. It wasn't NFL Live. I forgot what it's called. But anyway, they ended up pulling it off. And I don't know why they pulled it off, but Lions fans had already had it clipped already. Dan Skipper, the guy who played left tackle for them, was upset about the video, which is hilarious that you got people going online mad about video. I mean, sorry guys. I mean, they're adding context to the crazy stuff that happened after the game, and then Louis Riggs voicing over what happened, saying what transpired throughout the game, which made him violently react afterwards. And then it cuts to the clip of him, crying and, and saying he was bullied. And it sounded like he was about to cry when he was saying that. I have seen some people have made graphics of a picture of Branch and saying Bullying Awareness Month.
I seen that. That was, oh my gosh. I saw that. That was funny. I was like, yo, you know what? That was clever and it was funny. Had a picture of him. I was like, oh man, hey man, he's been getting it from everywhere. He's getting it from everywhere.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's called Turning Point. Yeah, Turning Point. Yeah. So I thought it was funny. It also too, it's like, because we're not, and I think I've seen some people making comments about Chief fans are glorifying bullying and making fun of bullying. It's like, no. If anyone who's making fun of bullying is Branch going out and saying he was bullied, first off, you're a football player. Why? I mean, that's not bullying. You guys have a physical job and you're out there, physically fighting each other on a field all game long, right? It's a war.
Come on, man. It's like,
that's not bullying.
That's like a boxer sitting there saying the same thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I got bullied in there. You try to bully me. What? UFC guy. Oh, I got bullied. He was doing he was hitting me too. Hey man, this newsflash. This is a physical sport. You're gonna get your butt kicked. It's gonna get handed to you quite a few times. It's just what it is. So if this has gotten too physical for you, then you need to find a different line of work.
Yeah. I mean, Chief fans aren't glorifying bullying. We're laughing at a guy who's using bullying as a way to have the NFL pity him and cut down a suspension. And he appealed the suspension too, which is even crazier.
Oh, did he? Well,
he appealed it, but he lost. They still held up. I guess
you got to do it anyway, right? You put it out there. Deshaun Hammonds, I hear you, Deshaun. The kneecap biters out there getting bullied. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. That was all the tough guys. All that tough talk before you out of here. Now, when the game's over, he knew he should have did it. He said, I knew I shouldn't have done it. Yeah, right. You had all that time, 60 minutes from the start of the game to the very end, okay, to get your licks in, what you needed to do. And at the very end, you couldn't handle it. So you got caught. That's what it was. I mean, that's equivalent to, going to boxing again. Losing a match and then all of a sudden taking a punch at the guy that beat you when he's holding the hand up. I won. Oh, he bullied me. What?
Yeah, the match is over. You had plenty of time. You had 12 rounds to do that.
Over. It's over. So,
Yeah, there's a few things I thought that was funny this week. Lions fans getting mad that people are talking about this bullying thing and sharing that. One, okay, you're the city of Detroit. I mean, if I know anything about Detroit, Detroit's a tough city. When did these guys get so soft? And then
Motor City,
secondly,
baby. Come on now.
mad about that. But then they, for the last 5 days up until today, it's been all about refs cheated for the Chiefs, refs cheated for them, but now it's changed to you guys keep playing these clips of a branch getting bullied on the field. Like you guys are it's like what are you guys crying about? Just move on. You're about to get dominated by the Bake Show on Monday. Like move on from the Chiefs already.
Yeah, man. Listen, look, I got family up in Detroit, and Detroit has never ever been described or even thought of as being a soft city. So don't y'all start that, okay? To be honest with you, if I'm Dan, I'm like, look, let's get away from all that bullying. Like, we supposed to be the bullies. That's what we supposed to be. So, I don't know, man. So I just thought that was funny, But that game's over. Let's move on. Okay? They need to move on too. Best way to do it to save face, just go ahead and move on, right, to the next one.
Yeah,
you got to sit out. Sit out, man.
They're gonna have problems with that because the fact that they've talked about it for so much going on Twitter. I think what's his name? Not Arnold. Who was the other safety who kept getting dinged around during that game? He kept coming out. Was it Arnold?
Oh yeah. Was it Arnold? I don't know. Yeah,
I believe he went on Twitter afterwards and shared a bunch of Mahomes kissing referees pictures on it. I think he retweeted 25 different posts of it was Joseph. He did 25. He retweeted 25 different photos and things about Chiefs, NFL cheating for the Chiefs, and then Mahomes kissing referee photos. So it's like, I mean, man, like that hurt you guys that badly? I mean, my gosh.
Yeah, man. Come on, man. That's at a certain point, that's beneath you, right? It really is, and it should be. At a certain point, man, you just got like, hey, man, we had to take that L. We had to take that lump, whatever it is. Hopefully, we catch those guys a little bit later, in the Super Bowl, because that's where we're gonna be. So y'all make y'all decision what y'all want to do. So, other than that, man, all those little memes and stuff like that, it's not gonna change the outcome of the game. It's not. So.
Yeah, you lost by 13 points, man. And arguably it could have been more than that, but
no, Dan Orlovsky too was in there. Oh, he could. I'm like, yo, Dan, you know what? All right, I don't even want to start. Let's go ahead and move on.
Yeah,
His softness too. Ryan Clark was looking at him like, this dude, like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, Orlovsky had some rough takes. Also, Chris Sims, it was another one who last week, and when we played the Ravens, talking about the Chiefs are going to get rolled by the Lions and the Ravens. And this week, I don't think he's admitted he was wrong yet, but he thought Chris Sims. I don't think he's admitted he was wrong yet, but I think he went on and said, "Oh yeah, Chiefs just." It's one of those things. It's like if you are going to have these hot takes, can you at least say you were wrong before just moving on and saying, "Oh man, the Chiefs are." This is a great team. It's like, wait, but you didn't say that last week. Can you go back and say, hey, I was wrong about this team. This team's actually a good team. But instead, you're just going to act like you never said these other things, but these disparaging things about the team. I can't stand that.
He'll never apologize for it. It's just, no. It's not in his character to do that. Nope. So that's the arrogance of it, really. So
drives me up a wall.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So, Jay, you ready to get into keys of victory? You ready to dissect?
Let's get it. Yes, sir.
All right, everybody. Well, we're going to take you into the dungeon, a new school dungeon for today. JD's dungeon for today. But here is JD's week 7 keys to victory.
Lock in, Cheese Kingdom, Jason Dunn's dropping dimes. 10 keys to victory is football time. He's been in the trenches, he's battled the best. Breaking down the matchups, forget all the rest. From Mahomes to the defense, the blueprint is clear. JD's got the knowledge that the fans want to hear. Keys to the game, straight from a pro. How the Chiefs take the win, he's letting you know. Lock in, Chiefs Kingdom, Jason Dunn's dropping dimes. 10 keys to victory is football time.
You best believe the Chiefs are down there for business and blood. Oh boy. Oh my goodness. I tell you what, man, it gets me just going, just listening to that. Thank you, Marcus. I keep telling you, thank you each and every time I see this thing. It's just grown on me. And I'm over here and I'm dancing in the background when I hear my little thing come up, little segment. So I'll tell you what, man. Hey, listen, we know it's Raider week. This is what this week is. This is what this week means. For me and all Chiefs fans and all Chiefs players, this is all what it's all about. This is what football was bred to do, to come out, be physical. It was all about coming out and try to dominate. And one thing that we know, one thing we do not like, the people do not like, it is the Raiders, okay? So it don't matter where you've been at, Oakland, Vegas, LA, then we can't stand those guys. We just can't. And I'm going to tell you what, I'm going to be truthful. Look, OJD was this close from becoming a Raider, and then I got my wits back about me. You know, they made a phone call, was like, hey, look, man, we can't let that happen. We cannot let you go out there to the Raiders. It wouldn't look right. It wouldn't feel right. So, you know what? Hey, I took me a nice little shower, hopped on the plane, and I was headed back. It was actually trying to get me other places. But you know what? Finally found my way back to Kansas City. Kansas City did me right, brought me in, was like, hey, JD, you are home. You know where you're supposed to be. So guess what, man? I became a Chief from that point on, staying in with the family. But we're going to go through these keys of victory tonight. We understand, like I said before, when I got on here, what this thing means, what it is, okay? This is a fight. This is a battle. We are bringing our axe. We are bringing our hammer. We are bringing our mace, machetes, or whatever we need, swords, all those different things. Our throwing stars, if you're ninja, whatever it is you got to do, we're bringing it. That's what's going to happen. So let's talk about some of these keys to victory, what we want to do. So I think for us, number one thing that we had to establish, right? Number one, we got to tape the pass rush, protect PM15 at all costs so he can cook. Now, Patrick Mahomes has been doing an amazing job this entire season, okay? He's just gotten better. Why has he gotten better? Because the offensive line has gotten better protecting him. But not only just that, but also, too, PM15 is throwing strikes. We knew he had a laser focus. He had a job to do. And he knew, hey, you give me time to do it, I will start cooking these jokers up. And we called him the chef. That's what he is. That's what he is. If you're a Wu-Tang Clan fan, we know who the chef is, right? And so he is the Wu-Tang Clan, the chef on the team with the Kansas City Chiefs, man. Hey, let PM15 cook, right? Number two thing that we have to do is we must establish a run early to eliminate the pass rush, okay? Hey, Pacheco, Hunt, and Smith should all have a ball. Now, look, we understand Rashee Rice is coming back this week. Welcome back, Rashee Rice. Welcome back, number 4. Hey, good to see you, sir. Good to see you. But one thing we want to do, we got to make sure and make it a point, is we got to absolutely run the football. Got to establish a run to eliminate the pass rush, okay? We know Crosby's on the other side. He's trying to get off. He's trying to hit Patrick Mahomes. But guess what? Go hit him in the mouth early on the run game, okay? Take it out of him. It's not a really big defensive end. So what you do is you lay on him, okay? You hit him in his ribs, hit him in his throat a couple of times, knock a couple of tattoos off on him, right? Maybe grab one of them tattoos, put it on your arm, okay? You're looking there like, ha, I got your tattoo. That's what you're going to do. Or put another one on it. How about that? We talking about the Chiefs of bullies, branching them, they be screaming about it. Guess what? We got something for you more this week, Raiders. We're going to be bullies again this week. That's what's going to happen. Number 3 thing, push the ball down the field with our weapons, okay? Everybody is worthy to have Brown, Rice in this juju joint. That's what I call it. I wanted to put this thing together, okay? We know we got David Worthy, Hollywood Brown, Rashee Rice, and Juju. All those guys are there to eat, right? EGE, okay? EGE. That's all the hashtag has been, EGE. And I'm like, man, what is this? And these guys are doing their little, I love it. I love it when they get up. When they do all this thing, man, I'm telling you, man, I just get excited every time I see it because they are out here and they are just winning. They are beating everybody, and they know they're good. That's another thing. They support one another. They get off. That's what it's all about with these guys. That's what it's. And look, they got their brother back. R&R is here. Rasheed Rice, number 4 is here. So get ready for that because it's going to be fireworks. All right. Number 4 thing is tight ends have been amazing, and Devin White is going to learn today. Devin White, just talking to Devin White, they ain't worried about Travis. Well, you better be worried about Travis Kelce. Okay. Devin White, guess what? Like everybody knows, like you should know, Travis Kelce is still one of the greatest tight ends in the business, even at, we don't want to call him H&H, and he's about to retire. He ain't got no knees, he ain't got no speed no more, and all he's been doing is slicing jokers up. Linebackers, safeties, corners, that's all he's been doing. So the past few weeks, Travis Kelce has been showing he still got the juice. He still got the elixir for the youth. That's what he's been doing. Noah Gray's been showing up, getting a couple balls his way. I'm waiting on, man, my guy Tanya, Rob, Bob. Hey, man, can we get him a ball or two? Hopefully we'll do it this week. And number 5 thing is we got to dominate from the start and keep them down, okay? Score, and score some more. Got to score big, okay? So that means going up top. I told Marcus this. I say, hey, look, the first thing we need to do is throw our first football to Rasheed Rice. I don't care if he's triple team. I don't care who's on him. Throw the ball to him. That's what I want to be able to see. And I guarantee Ford will go get it. I promise you that. You know why? Because he's ready to play. He's ready to dominate. And so when we talk about dominate, keep them down. We need to score big. We need to remind these guys who they are. That's where it goes. Okay? That's our offensive side. Defensive side of the football, defensive keys to victory. Now, it's real simple. We talked about running backs, how they are. Genty is one of those guys that we're just very talented to do. Doesn't matter how bad you are. If you get hit in the mouth, doesn't matter. So we're going to keep Genty cold. Win the line of scrimmage. That's what we want to be able to do. So when we say win the line of scrimmage, I've seen, hey, Nandi, you played in the backfield last week. We seen you destroy guards and centers. That's what you're about. We want to see that. So we ain't going to talk about Chris, okay? 95 is going to take care of himself, all right? This conversation is for the other guys, okay? Tillery. Guess what, man? This is your old team, baby. What are you going to do? What are you going to show out? What are you going to let them know? You going to let them know they made a mistake? When you come out here, you make sure you use elbows, knees, and everything, man, to destroy that offensive line, okay? Play on that line of scrimmage, right? Charles Amena, who's been doing a great job this past 2 games. This game, we're looking for you another one, Charles. Go on, dominate. Get you 2 more sacks, big fella. Why not? Okay? Mike Dana got back. Good for Mike Dana. We got to see these other guys get out there. Kalafis, got to see where you at, my brother. Go get you a couple more sacks. So with that being said, we need to beat those guys on the line of scrimmage. The offensive line didn't look that great, but we got to make sure Gently stays cold. That's what we have to do. Let our linebackers run. Number 2 thing, bring pressure against Geno so he can throw a no-no, okay? Bring the heat versus Geno so he can throw a no-no. I love it. I love it. Hey, man, Geno Smith is a very talented quarterback. We understand that. Did a great job up in Seattle. He's been a journeyman. He's gotten better over the years. But guess what? Like anybody else, when you bring pressure against a guy, I don't care if they could suit up Tom Brady if they wanted to. We know what he looked like against pressure. He didn't like it. Geno's not going to like it. And I guarantee Tom Brady's putting his arm around Geno right now like, listen, Spaz going to bring pressure to you, okay? All right? It's not pretty. You're going to have to stay in there and get hit in the mouth a few times. But whatever you do, please don't throw that ball up in the air. Hey, we're looking for this week. We're going to get a score on defense. It's time. It is time. It's time, fellas. Hey, DBs, we got to take another one to the house. What's got to do, baby? Let's make it happen, right? Geno Smith will give it up, throwing pressure. We got to bring it to him, right? Number 3 thing, okay? Better day against the tight ends this week. Got to do that. Hey, Michael Myers can ball. He is good, okay? We just know he can't be Michael Myers. All right, Halloween is coming up, but Michael Mayer got to stay where he is, all right? Hey, look, he's a very talented tight end. Bowers probably is not going to play. Doesn't matter. Michael Mayer, he can ball. He's a good tight end. But last week, we kind of let, the tight end out there for the Lions, kind of get a couple of balls. But we got to get pressure on the guy, right? Got to get pressure on the guy. So we do that against Michael Myers, we will make sure, hey, he is a non-factor this game. But we got to do that with the pressure. Number 4 thing, keep a losing team losing. Remind them how bad they are. Got to remind them, okay? They going to come in. One time they came in, they drove the buses around Arrowhead. They came in, stepped on the Arrowhead. And guess what we did? We hit them suckers right in the mouth, okay? We're going to let them know you got to pay for that. You come in with some of them shenanigans, doing some silly stuff, you're going to have to pay. Pure and simple, bottom line. So the best thing for you to do is come in like choir boys. Don't say nothing. Run around the field, okay? Be congratulatory. Wave at the crowd a little bit, but be on your best behavior. Because I tell you, come in with anything else like that, boy, oh boy. Not only the fans going to get on you, but we already see we got a juju that's going to hit you in your mouth, and everybody else going to join in on that too. And they ain't going to be after the game. It's going to be in between them lines, like we were talking about. Number 5 thing we had to do, hey, we talked about this ad nauseum, and we got to make sure everything is in order the way it needs to. Special teams need to show up. We've had 2 yucky games. Butler needs to be better. We understand that. And so Butler, hopefully, he's worked on his form. He's worked on his timing. He's worked on getting his leg up like he needs to, being upright like we talked about. Those things matter. And so it's just working on his mechanics. He does that, he's going to be very successful. Still one of the best kickers out here in the league. My money's still on Buckner. Hey, he's going to get it right. But also, too, what we asking for is return game. Hey, man, we got to have a much better return game. Remigio, they said Thornton's going to have to play. He's going to maybe be a return man. It'd be great. So whoever gets the ball in their hands, make something happen with it. Hey, block for the guys. Do not hold. Thornton is another guy to go down as a gunner, go make some tackles. We got to be stellar on special teams this week, okay? Run these teams while they lose. Now, as a close, okay? I tell you, I talk to my guys I play ball with. Every single guy that I play ball with the Kansas City Chiefs, we know what this week means. We know what this week is. And so we got to make sure when we step out there in the stadium, when we look up there in the sky, we're watching whatever it is, if it's the Boeing, and we have, whatever military plane they have flying over, we can sit there looking high in the sky, might have a tear in our eye. It's going to be beautiful. Go through the national anthem. And after that, man, we got to go in and we got to mean business. And we got to lay it on them. And this is the week to do it. So, yeah, they come in Arrowhead. We know they're going to play hard against us. But one thing we had to do, like we did last week, we sent a message. So we got to continue this message. We had to let everybody know that they're next. The Raiders are our next ones. They're the next ones get hit in the mouth. We're going to get those jokers packing, put them back on their little plane, bag them jokers up, and send them back to Vegas. That's what we got to do this week. So get ready. Noon game, a little bit earlier. Might be a little bit cool out there, but I know the stadium's going to be hot. So grab your barbecue, get you a nice little cold one to sip on. Sit there and be ready, man, because we are coming after the Raiders. This is Raider week. And we're not backing up from nobody. We're going to give them everything that they asked for and then some. So we'll see you then. Let's get ready, baby. It's Raider week. Yeah.
That was fantastic, JD. We made it work. We made it work. That was great. I loved it.
Loved it. Hey, it was a good time. It was a good time. It's always good, man. Anytime I talk about the Raiders, hey, shoot, I can't help but be hype over here, Marcus. I can't help it, brother. I can't. Tage, what's up, man?
What's up?
Hey. Doing all right, man. Doing all right. How was the old LA traffic coming through here?
It's pretty brutal. That's what it was.
Yeah.
I guess JD, the Michael Myers, it's Halloween coming up here soon. Let's not make him look like Michael Myers. That was probably my favorite one.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yeah, we gonna make sure, man. Nah, he ain't wearing the white mask, and we're gonna be the ones when you see us coming around the corner. Yeah, be scared of us. Be very afraid.
And that was a guy that you and I were big fans of when he came out a couple years ago. And the fact they got Bowers the following year, I mean, and there was rumors right around the draft where they were looking for teams to trade him to. Last week as tight end 1, he looked pretty phenomenal for them.
Yeah, but he top pick for a reason. He's good tight end. And so when he got Bowers, I'm like, oh, geez, okay. But then it makes sense, right? If you have 2 very good tight ends, you could do a whole lot with it. I mean, I would look to do that, seriously. You kind of see this trend around the NFL, where they, you got 2 very good tight ends on a team because you could utilize those sets. And so Bowers, who is more regulated, you could use more of a wide receiver, honestly. That's what he is. I mean, he's a glorified wide receiver. He's you give him tight end, but shoot, we know.
Yeah, I think Mayer can do both. He's actually a decent blocker comparatively to Bowers.
Yeah.
Bowers has been hampered big time by that knee.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that he came as many weeks as he did playing on that knee, because it wasn't right from week 2 on. It wasn't right. I mean, you saw him wearing that brace. He looked like slow, and he could hurt himself really out there.
They're a friggin' mess. I mean, Myers is probably going to get traded. One of these weeks, I think they're going to have a showcase week for him. Whenever you see him get like 13 targets in a game, they're going to trade him like 3 days later. You're going to see that happen soon.
Who?
Jacoby Myers.
Oh, man. Shoot. I mean, who else they got? I mean, Jacoby Myers, though. I don't know if I lean on the wide receivers they got. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't think it's about that at this point. They're a mess, and they're just trying to get assets because he wants a new contract anyway. So what's the point at this point? Trey Tucker's been pretty good for them. He's hit a couple of deep balls, and he's played better than Myers lately. But I don't know if that's Myers or the offense or Gino or just a combination of them all.
Yeah, Chip Kelly, man, and come on. That's when you have a guy like him, offensive coordinator, stuff that he runs, Trey Tucker, is he suited for all the offenses? I mean, he's kind of your gadget guy. He can do a lot of stuff. I like him. I do like him. I think he's one heck of a player, no doubt about it. But man, I'm serious, I would be shocked if they traded Jacoby Myers. I would be absolutely shocked. Seriously.
What does it tell you, JD? So he's questionable going into the game with a knee and toe. He missed practice yesterday, but then there was footage of him last night at the Dallas Mavericks and Lakers game.
I mean, it don't prevent him from going.
No, but as far as optics, as far as like a guy who misses practice, but that night he's at a Lakers game, like in a different city, in a different state.
I don't know, man. I'll be like, hey, man, what you want me to do? Sit on the couch? I mean, shoot, I can still entertain if I could pay for a flight to get there. Hey, what's the problem?
I don't know, man. We got Worthy's knee getting swollen on flights. Can't do too many of those during the week.
Yeah, you know what though? Seriously, it is a bad look, but it's been happening, which is I'm kind of shocked about it, seriously, because coaches usually be like, hey, man, look, I get it. You want to live, but you work it. Anything can happen. You can be in a different city. At least stay within, the confines of where you need to be.
He doesn't care. He wants out.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, I mean, he did request a trade before the season started. I mean, but they say he's a true professional. He was going to play regardless, and he's been good for them this year.
I'll tell you what.
Recent weeks they're kind of weaning off him though.
Pittsburgh could use him big time. And so good.
The team that's been thrown around there with those guys.
New England too. That's his former coordinator.
I don't understand the New England one though.
Why?
don't have a bunch of like the Jacoby Myers types over there. Booty, Demario Douglas.
Douglas is the closest thing to him, but I just think Myers is more reliable for them. He already knows the offense. You wouldn't have to teach him the offense.
Yeah, that's true.
There's a lot of guys that can use Jacoby Myers.
I think Pittsburgh definitely that game last night was apparent. They need a receiver bad.
Did you like that game last night, JD? All tight ends got love in that Pittsburgh offense.
I didn't.
Yeah, they did.
Man, I didn't get to see the game. I didn't get to see the game, so I only caught like the highlights of it. So.
Okay. Freiermuth 2 touchdowns. Darnell Washington a touchdown. Jonnu Smith a touchdown. I mean, all tight ends were cooking with Rodgers last night. That's why Tanya had 15 touchdowns that year.
It was a couple of throws they made. Then when the Freiermuth, it was like, ooh, hey, you kind of threw that one in there. Like let it go.
He has no choice.
Yeah.
I mean, Metcalf's never been a target hog. He doesn't really have another receiver he could throw to a lot.
I didn't understand that either. They're
I'll tell you what, Rodgers looks pretty good with what they've given him.
You see him fuss with the offensive lineman that took him down.
That was amazing.
What did you think about that, JD?
That was hilarious.
Oh no, man. Oh no. You know
Come
what,
on,
man?
He's 41 years old. He's 41 years old. Being tackled by a 380-pound dude. Come on now. You can't handle that.
Sucker went down pretty
I
easy.
think he almost got hurt and he got scared.
Well, he's definitely scared about the Achilles for sure.
Scared him. Yeah, but he went down pretty easy. You know what I mean?
He did, but it looked a little awkward. He like dragged him down. It was like that would have been a penalty if it was in the game.
Could have been a concussion.
Him drop.
Yeah, when he dropped, I thought he gave him a concussion because he went like helmet first. I get it, but I thought Aaron Rodgers out there and told him like, man, I don't like to be touched.
Yeah,
I guess
They need to add Wilkins to that team.
Huh? What's that?
he said they need to add Wilkins to the team.
Yeah, exactly.
Wilkins would have met him on the ground like, hey,
you joined him.
I got you.
Oh man. So tonight, a pretty interesting game as far as betting wise, because like I haven't seen a team like the Raiders that like there's nothing I want to even like touch with the Raiders. And it was really tough like with this game. Like obviously I love betting on our guys, but like usually I like to throw in a little thing from the other squad. And there's not much there. I mean, I think one of my picks, I think JD's not going to like, but we'll get to that. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. But this is the first time I've come across a team this year where I'm like, I don't know what to touch on the Raiders. There's nothing that catches my eye with this game. I mean, I was thinking about Geno Smith 2 touchdown passes because they're going to be throwing a lot, but I think he's done that once this year, and I just didn't want to touch that.
Does that count touchdowns to the other team?
I think maybe you had to do Genty's either way, right? I think that's what you had to go with.
Genty's caught a lot more balls since Bauer's been out. That might have been one I would have done. Genty catches.
Yeah.
Mayor's
Just
because they don't. I mean, dude, especially if Myers is out. What you got to do in offense? We've been good against tight ends, though.
That's what it takes me off of it, because like I think I bet against. I think I had a tight end a couple weeks ago and that burned me, and didn't do any. The tight end didn't do anything against us. We actually been pretty good against tight ends this year, which it's weird.
Yeah, Laporta just had his because he had time to sit back and throw the ball to him.
Yeah,
Laporta was also better than a lot of the tight ends we've faced, I think, too. Right? Strange was out in the first quarter.
Yeah, that's the one that burned me. So I'm very
Strange out in the first quarter. I mean, I think Andrews hit his bet that week. I think he had like 4 catches. He didn't do a lot with it. I think
he had 7 catches for like 30 yards.
Yeah, so I mean, depends what you took that week, but 7 catches, he would have hit his over on that.
Yeah.
Goddard was out that week, so we didn't play Goddard, right?
Yeah, no.
It was Calcaterra.
Chargers don't even really have a tight end they use. They don't use Conklin or Gadsden. Although
Did Theo
actually,
Did
Aronde
Theo
actually
Johnson get hurt that game?
against the Giants.
Did he get hurt against us?
I don't think he even got many targets that game at all.
Yeah, I mean,
But,
Gatson wasn't really being put into the offense yet.
He was, but Gadsden's actually JD. I don't know if you're keeping up with him. He's actually getting a lot of balls last week, like 7 for 69 or something.
Yeah, he should. Wonderful receiving tight end.
Yeah.
So,
and Fannon's going to be the tight end 1 in Cleveland this week because Njoku's out. I mean, he's already been getting the most amount of targets on that team already. So now he's going to be locked in as a tight end 1 over there. So a lot of the rookie tight ends, I will say, rookie tight ends, I mean, there wasn't a lot of hyped up ones, but the ones we've talked about for the most part, I mean, Gadsden's starting to come along.
Well, Tyler Warren was hyped up.
Yeah,
overall.
I'm sorry. As far as the ones we talked about, because we never thought we were going to get Tyler Warren.
Like outside of the first round guys.
Yeah, like Gaston was one, Fannin was another one, and they've been pretty good when they've gotten the ball thrown their way. We haven't seen Brendan Stool yet, but I think that's more of a project for us.
No, I mean Loveland's even been underperforming, but he hasn't been getting utilized. That's a weird team.
Who's that?
Colson Loveland.
Oh yeah.
But he was battling injury. He just came back, so it's like gotta give it time.
But don't they still have what's the name up there too?
Komet, yeah.
Komet's still up there. So
yeah, he still gets a lot of like the run. I think he still is like acts as their tight end 1, honestly.
Yeah.
Well, because Loveland's been hurt for a few weeks, and then I think he hardly practiced all last week. I'm surprised he even played.
Yeah.
But they drafted him high, so you better get him out there.
You think?
What was he, 11th overall? He was high, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. He was first tight end taken. I was like, whoa,
pick, man.
Okay,
I know.
Well, that's right. He wore Warren, yeah.
So
Warren balling too. That sucker boy.
Oh man,
legit.
They're handing the ball off to him, even.
Yeah, he's just that excited.
He's a lot better than I thought he was going to be. I did not expect that.
Oh, really?
I didn't expect like him to be getting 15th in fantasy every week. No, I did not expect that at all.
That sucker's excited, man. Anytime you see a guy, I mean, they utilize him a lot up there in a lot of different things. And so, like, you're thinking the team is, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm salivating. Hey, when you get here, we're going to feed you the football, right? We know you're an athletic kid. You got some good speed. He has some great hips getting out of the break. That was a good thing about it, man. He had great hands. Yeah, you got to use a guy like that.
Yeah.
Right?
So. Harold fans also they'll also you have utilized him as far as giving him handoffs as well too. He's a weapon.
Yeah.
They'll just give they don't just give a tight end number 44 if he's not going to be utilized in the backfield a little bit.
Yeah. With the little duck walk he got.
All right. So let's begin here looking at the bets for week 7. So last week, pretty good week for me, honestly. Teja, not so much.
Pat yourself on the back. I love it.
Not bad. Kareem Hunt.
I got you. Yeah, Marcus.
If he broke that run where he trucked Rocky Asim, I mean, he would have had 30 yards there if he just kept going, but he was hawked. Or he didn't go much further than that. But yeah, went 4 for 5. Mahomes got his 25 yards rushing. St. Brown got 1 million catches, no yards. Kelsey 40 yards. Chiefs winning obviously, but then Kareem Hunt was 7 yards short. Teja, Goff didn't get the 220 number. Poor Teja got really screwed on the Harrison Butker missed extra point.
I got Butkered. That's what happened.
You got Butker that missed extra point in the first quarter. You would have had
that's
10.
A joke. That was such a good call. What a joke, man.
It was a good call.
I don't count that.
And then David Montgomery, pretty much the Chiefs got the Lions out of their own game plan, so they just stopped running the ball with Montgomery in general. And then Kelsey, 5+ catches and total points under 55.5. So Teja 2 for 5, but the bad luck with that 10 points there really was that downhill after that.
Yeah, which I mean, I think Campbell's already admitted it was a mistake with Montgomery. They said they need to just get him the ball more. I mean, four carries is an absolute joke for him.
It's crazy.
He was 4 for 24. He was 6 yards. Very Pacheco like actually.
Dude.
High yards per carry, but a handful of carries. So yeah, they probably should have given him the ball more. And he had 2 for 37 receiving.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there was that one play it sticks out to my, is when Goff broke out of the pocket, rolled right. Gibbs goes flat to the sideline. I like Goff thinks he's going to go upfield on Bolton, but he throws it upfield, but Gibbs goes to the sideline. They would have had a big play on that had Gibbs read that well.
Yeah, bad game for Gibbs. Not very common.
Yeah. So with this last week, I went from trailing Teja in the bets as far as my correct ones, but now I overtake Teja by one. Very close, neck and neck. This is gonna be close all the way down to the end of the season. But it's just funny because Teja and I go for different types of bets, and yet we're still almost in the same exact spot that we are right now. So yeah. All right, Teja, take it away with your Week 7 5-leg same game parlay.
Okay, let's do it. So Pacheco, 5 rushing yards in the first quarter. So he's done it in 4 out of 5 games this year. The one game he didn't was because he didn't get a first quarter carry. How about that? Can you believe it? That was against the Giants. He's been playing the majority of snaps early in games recently. And I think he sees 3 to 4 carries, which I think 5 is just a shoo-in. That was one of my just like easy bets. Another side note, I couldn't take this because they didn't have it available, but I was going to take Pacheco catches. He's gotten, I think, 3 targets a game in the last 3 weeks. And Raiders have allowed 4 catches to running backs in 4 out of 6 games this year. So a little FYI for you. First quarter under 10.5. Okay, so none of our first quarters have gone over 10.5. There's one off the bat for you. Okay. We've only scored 2 first quarter touchdowns all season. And our first quarters, these are all of our first quarter drives. Okay. 5 punts, 2 touchdowns, 2 field goals, and 1 missed field goal. And the Raiders on top of that are a pretty stingy first quarter defense. All season, they've given up 6 punts, 1 field goal on a -4 drive. So they got the ball already in field goal range after their return. 1 field goal, which was a 5-yard drive. So they already got the ball in field goal range. 1 INT, 1 fumble, 1 missed field goal, which was a 10-play drive for over 5 minutes. And then the 3 touchdowns they had were all were either 2 of them went for 8 and 12 yards for 82 and 72 yards in 5-minute drives, and 1 short field for 27 yards. So they're extremely stingy in the first quarter of games. It's crazy how many drives they have compared to ours. But so any scoring chance they had came off either a long return or a turnover or a 10-play drive that lasted over 5 minutes. I think if we do score in the first, which it hasn't really been our strong suit, I think it would be a long drive against them. They haven't really given up the big play early in games. So I just don't see 3 scores happening to make it over 10.5. I just don't. They're dreadful in the first, but their defense is really good in the first. So Mahomes over 240 passing yards. So I think we definitely do try to work Rice in. I'll get to that later. But Patrick will just see all the open opportunities when a defense is stretched so thin to be able to try to contain all of our weapons. I think we get extremely pass happy during this game, just trying to like sort this out pretty much. The Raiders have given up 200-yard days to all their opposing quarterbacks. Not 240 per se, but 222 to Ward, 212 to Caleb, 212 to Daniel Jones, 207 to Mariota, 242 to Herbert, 287 to May. If you see the commonality there, it's a lot of running quarterbacks, a lot of guys who aren't necessarily pass first. 207 to Mariota may as well be 300 to Patrick. So I go 240 there. I just think we're just going to be ultra committed to the pass. And then my Rice duo here. So I go Rice 6 catches, Rice 70 yards. So Rice versus the Raiders, 8 catches for 107, 6 for 57. In his last 13 games, he's averaged over 7 catches for 79 yards per game. Again, I think we involve him a lot, and we involve him early. 25 to win, 156-25.
I'm surprised you're going back to the whole first quarter thing, man. I just like those first quarterbacks so scared me so much. I thought, based on what happened to you last week, I'd be, be scared away from it a little bit. But
why? Because the guy missed an extra point?
Yeah, I don't know. I just the fact that I know I lose my bet in the first quarter, that just would drive me up a wall. But
yeah, I mean, losing your bet by an extra point drive you up a wall in the first or fourth quarter. So I mean,
you're right.
It's not,
Well, yeah, but the under 10.5. I mean, the statistics you read off that seemed pretty interesting. JD, what do you think about Teja's 5-legger here?
Okay, so this is Pacheco 5+ first quarter rushing yards. So we're looking for 5 yards in the first quarter. Is that what that's all it is?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I could. Yeah, definitely. I could see that for sure. He'll probably get that on his first carry. Hopefully, I think we will.
He's done a lot of his first carry. I've taken a bet recently where his first 3 carries equal like over 8.5 or something. He gets that a lot. His early carries are actually really good in games.
That's No, that's true. I do like that. Rice 70+ receiving yards. Okay. I do believe that you do work in Rashid Rice. And I even say it in the keys for victory. I think you could just go for Rashid Rice early. Just give him something. So yeah, I could see the 70 yards kind of close to it. The other guys have been so good that I think you just don't go away from them, right? Because they might start saying, well, shoot, they're going to try to key on Rashid Rice. His first game back. They're going to try to get him going. And then what you do is continue to hit Juju, continue to hit Hollywood Brown, continue to hit Worthy, maybe go up top a couple of times and Rashid Rice. If anything, we were talking about D and decoys. Shoot, Rashid Rice may be utilized as something like that the first game, just to get him back acclimated, right? I mean, I think no doubt he's our number 1 receiver, but the other guys have been doing such a great job. I think Pat keeps peppering this thing around to everybody, and even Travis Kelce too. So him taking 70 yards at 230 is going to be, I don't know. So that's the only question I have on that. Ray's 6+ catches, and that goes into the 6 catches on this one. And I think it'll be somewhere more around 4. I think I believe more of the 70 yards than I do the 6 catches on this. I think
4 catches?
I say he'll get Rashid Rice maybe 4 catches, 4 to 5.
You said you said one of your keys was feeding him, but he's only going to have 4 catches.
No, I said immediately the first throw you make is to Rashid Rice. Okay,
but then use him as a decoy the rest of the game.
Set him up, set them all up, right? Hey, I told you.
Good season, Rashid.
Hey, listen, I told you they gonna go to Rashid Rice, right? And then of course they start keying on him. Everybody else is open after that, right? Same thing. Can't get away from Travis Kelce. I think this game, man, you got to run the daggone football. You have to, and I hope we don't get away from it. That's one thing we don't go into the whole mode of thinking, yeah, we got Rashid Rice, we got all this firepower. Let's just keep throwing the ball everywhere. Okay.
I know, but we know Andy. We know that offense. We know Patrick.
I know, man. I know. I get it. But that's why I like number 4, Mahomes, 230 passing yards.
I'd like to do what you said, JD, to be honest with you, to run the ball. I just don't think we are, but Colin, sorry.
Yeah, no, and I agree with you. I look, I've been calling for it all the time, but I think it's to our detriment that we have it. And I think it's part of the problem. If you do have a team like this that, Crosby and those guys are thinking, we got to get back there to Patrick Mahomes. Okay. We got to start left tackle on Jalen Moore, but I'm sure they're going to put Crosby on that side. It just makes sense to do that, right? Juwan Taylor, too. I mean, it just makes sense. He's going to, hey, who do you want to go against this time, Crosby? Who do you want to go against? And so they're going to let him pick his poison. That's what they're going to do. Let him go up and down the line of scrimmage and see, hey, who's the weak link on this, right? So I think it might be it. Under 10.5 first quarter points. Yeah, I know you had a stat on this. What was your stat on this, Tej, that you were talking about this? What was you saying on?
Which side? Ours or theirs? Because they both pretty much supported. We've been terrible in the first quarter offensively this year. We only have 2 touchdowns in the first quarter this year and 2 field goals, a missed field goal, and 5 punts. Yeah. So we've been bad. They've been pretty exceptional. I mean, the only time they score is if a team has a really long drive. They've allowed 3 touchdowns, mostly field goals because they had great returns. And our return game sucks right now, so I don't see us doing that either. So I think if we're going to score, it's got to be a really, really long drive. They haven't given up a big play on defense in the first quarter. They eventually break down because, I mean, they're on the field so friggin' much because their offense has been terrible, right? So, like, I mean, look at the first quarter possessions of the other team. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 14 compared to ours 10. So they've had the opposing offense had 4 more possessions against the Raiders in the first quarter because their offense, man.
Yeah. So okay, I could go with that one too. In the 10.5 first quarter points. All right. Bet $25 to win 156.25. He had a little conservative on this one.
I was, yeah.
Hey, God, Teja, man, he was out there, man, walking the tightrope last week.
Yeah.
It didn't work for you, but it almost did. Yeah, I know, but you was almost. But yeah, bet $25 win 156. Okay, I like some of these. I do. I like some of them. So
our return game wasn't bad if just Cochran didn't hold in that Jaguars game. We would have had like our most that game if there was no hold.
Yeah, but I mean
the hold is the reason you had
yeah, three tackles. Which hold? He held like 4 times.
All right. So Teja and I kind of I think we have one overlap. We have 2 kind of that overlap. Okay. So all right. So my first one is Rashee Rice 6+ catches. I know JD doesn't have him getting 6+ this week, but based on the Jeremy Fowler report, that he's going to be heavily involved in this game. And you know, I think just everything that kind of leading up to this, he's healthy as can be. If you look in the game, the one game, the preseason game, he did play week 3 of preseason. They got him the ball. I think he had 2 catches or 3 catches in that first half that he played. And the 2 games he's played against the Raiders, he had 6 catches and 8 catches in both the games he's played against the Raiders. And like Teja said, his average of catches has been 7 catches over the last his last 15 games he's played. So 6+ catches for Rashee Rice is my first bet here. Yeah. Once I heard you knock Tejas for that one, I was like, oh, he's not going to like mine on that.
I mean, look, go ahead. Go ahead.
My next one is Kelsey, 30+ receiving yards. 5 of 6 games this year, he's eclipsed. He's had 30+ receiving yards. 5 of the 6 opposing tight ends have eclipsed 30 yards receiving against the Raiders. Hunter Henry, 66 yards. Cole Kmet, 46 yards. Zach Ertz, 38 yards. Tyler Warren, 44 yards. And Chika Okonkwo, 46 yards. 5 of 6. The only one that didn't was the Chargers tight end. They only have a main guy there. So that was the only one that did not eclipse the 30+ yards receiving. I think, a lot of people forgetting about Kelsey. We're going to have so many guys there. And also, you hear the Devin White stuff. Kelsey's going to have something to say here. 30 yards is not too much to ask for since he's doing this every game anyways. And with a million dudes out there now, you're not going to have a lot to key in on Travis Kelce anymore. So that's where I have that. Number 3 is Patrick Mahomes, 250 passing yards. So Raiders, the 10th. One of the good things about their defense is they allow the 10th fewest rushing yards in the league. So, and we want to throw the ball. And I think if we have a couple runs where they don't do anything, it's like, all right, let's get back to our bag. Let's utilize the wide receivers as much as we do as we talk about throwing the ball or running the ball. 3 straight games of 250 plus passing yards for Patrick Mahomes this year. All the weapons are back. Everyone's here. So it's going to be EGE season. In the 14 games against the Raiders, 11 of the 14 games lifetime against the Raiders, Patrick Mahomes has thrown 250 plus passing yards. And in the games alone, he's had 3 straight of the 250 plus passing yards, but 4 of the 6 games this year, he's had eclipsed 250 passing yards. The next one is a guy that a lot of people think is going to be forgotten in the offense with Rashee Rice being back. Is Hollywood Brown. Hollywood Brown over 23.5 receiving yards. That is his actual line this week is 23.5. His line over the last few weeks has been 28.5, so it's come down just a little bit. So it's not that much, even with Rashee Rice being back. But Hollywood over 23.5 receiving yards, 6 of 6 this year. Going over that, he's had 30+ yards in every game this year. Going back to last year, if you include playoffs, he's 9 of 11. 9 of his 11 games in Kansas City, he's eclipsed this number. In just regular season alone, so 6 this year, and the 2 regular season games he played last year, he's 8 of 8 in eclipsing 23.5 receiving yards. So Hollywood Brown, I think, well, a lot of people think he's going to be a forgotten guy in this offense. I still think he's going to get his targets, even with Rashee Rice back. I think, honestly, Rashee Rice being there, honestly, will open up things for him, I think. And the last one, this is the one where I didn't think it was going to be, a lot of people I think it was sexy. But when I heard the numbers and the stats behind it, I kind of got drawn in. So the line of this game is actually 11.5 or 12.5. I actually bought points here and to make it 15.5. So it's Raiders plus 15.5. So for you guys, that means the Raiders can't lose by more than 15 here. So 2 touchdowns. That's what I'm saying. She's competing by 2 touchdowns, and we'd hit this bet. So Raiders plus 15.5. As a favorite of 7 points or more since 2020, Mahomes is 36-2 straight up. Only 2 losses he's had where he's been more than 7-point favorites are against the Raiders, which this is, I mean, we talk about it. It's the Raiders-Chiefs rivalry. There's just something about this game, no matter how good or how bad these teams are. It just so happens that the only team that's beaten the Chiefs when they've been 7 points or more favorites has been this team. This is the one that really got me, though. Mahomes as an 11-point favorite or more is 6-12 in his career against the spread. In his last 11 games as an 11-point or more favorite, he's 2-9 in covering those games. So the thing is, with a lot of professional bettors, they say if Mahomes is a small favorite or a small underdog, always bet Mahomes because he's going to win those games. It's when he's favored by a lot, that's when covering the spread is tough for him. And naturally, we're talking about the NFL, right? Covering 12 points or 10 points, it's a lot to beat a team by. So just to be safe, I bought points here to make it plus 15.5. But when I saw that Mahomes had trouble covering spreads of 11 points or more in his career, 6-12 in his career, and then his the last 11 being 2-9 on that, I thought I'll take the Raiders here plus 15.5 to cover that spread. So this is 25 to win 251.99.
Okay. So this the Rice 6+ catches. I do believe Rice comes out there. He catches a lot of balls this week. I don't know if he'll do 6. I think same like you said on your 4th one, over 23.5 for Hollywood. I think Hollywood's not going to be forgotten on this. That same thing. He just got a lot of weapons around him, and I think it would probably be to maybe not in our best interest. Always just go to Rashee Rice. I think we do. He gets 4, maybe 5. I can't see the 6+. But I do see 4 or 5 for sure. And then, of course, everybody else around him, I think everybody's got to eat. Everybody's got to eat, right? Travis Kelce can't be forgotten. It goes into your second one. Kelce 30+ receiving yards. I think he does that. I think it's just one of those things that it's an easy win for him to make against linebackers. So him sitting in the zone, he's been doing a great job of that these past few games, and I think Patrick keeps that going. I think it's – matter of fact, he's been the reason why we've been able to move the chains more than anything else. It's been Travis Kelce. And so I think we'll have to do the same thing in this game to move the change. It's with Travis Kelce too. So I think he'll get probably somewhere around the same catches, around about 5. He's going to get a lot of work this week. Mahomes, 250 passing yards. Okay, I do believe that. I think you're right. I think he's still going to be pushing the ball down the field to the guys. I hope Rashee Rice catches a couple of deep ones. But one thing that I think we wanted to see this year with Rashee Rice coming back was able to utilize Xavier Worthy down the field more, deep routes, deep balls. I think we'll start taking some shots with him even more. Rashee Rice, some deep balls, but we got back shoulder throws for him. I think it's kind of what, put him in, some of his new tricks that we've done with him. So, but I do see that Mahomes 250 passing yards. Hollywood Brown over 23.5 receiving yards. I do believe Hollywood Brown is one of those guys that you just got to feed the ball to. And when we were talking about Rashid Rice, how many catches he had, how many yards he had, well, he didn't have a Hollywood Brown or Xavier Worthy around him to catch the balls like he did. May have had a Juju, but Rashid Rice was our guy because really nobody else we could throw the ball to was doing like he did. Now he's got the Migos. He's got the other friends around him, okay, that can do those things. Hollywood Brown is still a guy that's a good receiver, catching the football really well. Deep balls. We said Tyquan Thornton, this guy might come in, he's playing special teams, but shoot, bring him in, let him throw a deep route, get him a ball. Juju's been a good job. He's following the holes. And so he's been getting a lot more work. And I think that should continue. So we got some strong receivers, man, big body guys that catch the ball with their hands. And so it's a good thing that Rashid Rice is not the only one that we got. Other guys are stepping up when we're seeing it. So I do like that. Raiders plus 15.5. Okay. I listened to your reasoning on the bet, and I was like, okay. But I do believe just because the Raiders are the Raiders, playing the Chiefs, it's going to be a hard-fought game. So I do like that. Raiders plus 15.5. I do like that bet right there. So bet $25 to win $251.99. Okay. So. All right.
Why do you think Mahomes has such a hard time covering those large spreads, JD? But when it comes to like the smaller ones, he takes care of that pretty easily. The tougher games, I would say, right? Like the games against Buffalo, the games against Baltimore, the games against Detroit, he wins those games pretty easily. But when it comes to being a 7 or more favorite, that's when he doesn't really cover those that much.
I don't know. It could be the offense. What we do is probably take our foot off the gas a little bit. Not as creative, and then it's just like real vanilla at that point, right? And that's when you start seeing the 3 and out. It's not like, oh, let's move the chains, move the balls. Like it's just some things you should be calling. It's like, man, what was this? Like, why would you call that play, right? So it's either too clever or not clever enough. You kind of get into that. So maybe that's why, Marcus.
Yeah.
That's why we see those lulls, right? It's like, okay, shoot, you realize another team's out here still trying to play. Okay, like we should go for the juggler and stay with that.
Yeah, so, for the moment, the Jacksonville game looked like it was going to be like that. It was going to be a blowout.
So, yeah, I think that's the reason. So here we go. Teja's week. Pacheco 5+ first quarter rushing yards. Yes, Rice 70+ receiving yards. Kind of question. Rice 6+ catches. Question on that. Mahomes 230 passing yards. I think is an easy task on the 10.5 first quarter points. We go with that. Bet $25 to win $156.20 at 5. Marcus Rice 6+ catches. Kelsey 30+ receiving yards. Do like that. Mahomes 250 passing yards. I do like that one. Hollywood 23.5. I do like that bet. Raiders plus 15.5. Bet $25 to win $251.99. And I think this week, I really don't like that whole the carryover on the Rice 6+ catches, but I do have to go with Marcus this week. Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I changed my mind.
No way.
No, he's not. No, he's not. Who do you think is going to be? Who do you think is going to be inactive this week at receiver?
Nico.
And it might be Royals.
Nico, really?
No, Royals. Oh, you said.
I said Nico. I mean, we have been using Brashard more in that return game, not punt return, but we've been using him more so in the return game. I don't know, but yeah, Royals makes sense. That makes more sense, honestly. Yeah,
you could rest his knee. You don't really need him. I mean, you got the depth now. Like so, what do you have? Like one, like one. What's the name? Last week.
Snaps.
He didn't have many snaps last week, did he? How many snaps he have? I know it wasn't that many.
Yeah, Remigio and Royals only had 1 snap each.
Yeah, so Remigio is much valuable component that we need, and we need to get him going. I think that's, if anything, that's what we need for him to do. So,
yeah. I mean, I guess I've seen some fans saying, and again, some fans, not all fans, but some fans just are just kind of I think they want to excuse a dog, Brett Veach, so they just will say anything. They'll just throw stuff at the wall. But why? I mean, it's a deep wide receiver room, right? But like, I guess that's gonna be at the end of the day, that's what it is. But I guess people wanted to see, they were hoping that Andy Reid was kind of like force Jalen Royce to get acclimated with the offense and force him to put him out there, and even starting him over guys like, not starting him over, but getting more reps in place of Taekwon or Juju, or people.
Place of Taekwon.
People want Royals in there more often, and they're saying the fact that he can't crack that, get more reps than just like the 1 or the 4 reps he had the week prior. It's just more of an indictment on a bad draft pick, is what a lot of people are mainstream fans I've seen saying.
It's ridiculous.
First off, the man has been hurt for one.
Yeah.
Okay? So you want to be able to manage that. There's no reason to force him into anything if he's not healthy enough, right? I mean, you want to work a guy like this in. And so this is something you might need later on down the road. You don't have to play. Royals don't have to play right now. It's not like, oh, we got to get this guy. Like, shoot, put him in some games. If you want to use him, sure, why not? But if the older guys, right, like a Juju or something, gets anything, a hamstring or whatever, Royals is there. But a guy like him, a young guy, let him get rest. Let that knee be healthy to where when he comes out, then you get to be able to see him. I mean, I just that's silly. That's silly talk right there, man. Silly talk.
Yeah, that's dumb. And I mean, we have a deep receiver room. Like, you don't need the rookie to come in and be your number 1 like we have in seasons past. I mean, it's so deep that Rice is our number 1, and JD's picking him to have like 2 catches on Sunday. So like that's how good our receiver room is. Like our main squeeze is back, and we ain't been hanging out. You know what I mean? Like that's.
I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna call you on Sunday. I got you. All right, click.
I'm glad you're back, though. Glad you're back. Oh, you're back in town. I'm glad you're back. Glad you got home safe. But yeah, I'm all busy this weekend. Got family stuff. No, I mean, like, it's competitive. It's just it's a good problem to have. I think they're so used to us usually being in situations where with Rice, with Worthy, where guys had to be thrust into positions that they weren't necessarily even ready for.
Yeah. Like,
Worthy had a lot of growing pains last year. He did. There were a lot of miscues. There was the whole, like, Patrick and him are on the same timing. They don't have the same, but they're not down yet. They can't figure it out. Rice, I think his kind of game is a little easier, I think, to acclimate faster than Worthy's is, because you're talking about like deep balls and timing, where Rice's just game is, I think it's just easier just to plug and play, which is why I think he's just going to come right back and be like, okay again, because it's just a quick, and then just like, boom, catch that ball and just like, give me some yak, one broken play from a bad defense. He's got like 40 yards on a slant route. But yeah, I just think, I think people are so used to that they automatically just thought that was going to happen with the Royals, and that's not. It's a good thing. You should be happy that like we didn't have to force Royals back from his like 4-week injury, and be like, all right, you're a number 2 now. All right, here's 9 targets for you, which you're not ready for yet. So,
and I think a lot of people, I don't think people expected this much out of Juju as much as he's given this year. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody was saying everybody else, and Juju went really in the conversation. It was like, he's kind of a complimentary piece that comes in and blocks and whatnot. And Juju's been tearing it up. He's running people over, getting yards. And I'm like, okay, shoot, Juju's got a little bit more youth to him. Like you said, we always think that Juju's ancient. Man, that sucker ain't even 30 years old. He's like 28. So
he's got 3 games over. He's got 3 games of 55 or over. It's good.
It's good. Sure, it's great for him, and especially at this point,
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I mean, looking at the snap count from last week, he had the second highest snap count behind Worthy from the receivers.
That's changing this week, though. I think we all know that.
That'll change with Rice being back, but how much does that change as far as Hollywood? Because Hollywood had 33 last week, right? But I think Hollywood's going to have more snaps than Juju will with Rice being back.
Yeah.
What do you think, Jerry?
Depends on what you, and it really boils down to what you're actually running. because certain personnel, you want somebody who's better suited for particular things that Juju can have than others. So that's right.
Well, who's been playing more in the slot, Juju or Hollywood?
Oh,
Juju has, right? Yeah. So that's
what he is.
That's the real problem, is that like Rice is going to eat up those slot routes.
Yeah.
So I mean, and then it's tough.
Well, then of course, any type of run that you have, I'm putting Juju in more than I would put Hollywood in it, or maybe Rice. Like, hey, you don't need to be in here for that, right?
Yeah.
Or even Xavier. Why are you in? No, we don't need Xavier to block. Sucker still has, rotated cuff and all that. Get out of here. Juju, come on in for that, right? And other guys can do that. So let him do the dirty work. That's what Juju is built for. He's built for, that grime stuff. Let him bring in and let him do that.
I'm also, this is something that like not a lot of people have talked about, because when we drafted Rice, that was when Juju left, right? And a lot of people said Rice was going to be the Juju. And then when Rice got hurt, we brought back Juju. We haven't had a full sample size of Juju and Rice in the game together. We only went with 3 games last year before Rice got hurt. So we never actually got a sample size of seeing them two on the field together. Having both those guys in the slot too at the same time, coming from the opposite directions, that could be fun too, just to have those 2 possession guys with Kelsey on the field. I mean, those are 3 sure-handed dudes. To talk about different packages, right? Because we talk about the speed that we have. Yeah, we'll have Worthy and Taekwon and Hollywood. They can all do that. But at the same point, we're able to trot out Kelsey, Rice, and Juju out there. And those are sure-handed guys with the sticks. I mean, I think that's also a fun component that not a lot of people are talking about either.
Yeah. The strong guys that can also block for that guy if you running, jet sweep or reverses, or even if you do a quick little screen. Shoot, I'll get behind those guys. I'm getting behind Rice and Juju. Some big boys, man, really strong. So, and guys like that too, like you said, just with a stronger hands, stronger type of bodies. Some that's just big body. You look for something like that down in the red zone, right? I mean, that's a great combination.
Yeah, we just have so many guys. I mean, I'm going to be very curious about how how it looks this weekend. I don't want to press to get Rice involved, but I mean, he's missed a lot of time. Get him out there,
And the reports are going to be heavily involved this week. That's all the rage right now. Get Rice involved. So we'll see. Let's look at some of these super chats here. Kalabata Chisha. I hope I got that correct. Here's $5 to add another N in dungeon to make it Dungeon. Appreciate the contribution, buddy.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. People who's been expressing that. I get it. I like it, but I like just. I like the old dungeon the way it is, but you might see it in dungeon maybe one of these days. We'll see.
Appreciate that, Clabon.
You know what it is. Yes, sir.
Another one is Day OU. Just landed in Kansas City. My godson and I are attending our first Chiefs game at Arrowhead. Ooh, okay. A little Raiders week action. Any recommendations on places to go? Definitely want to experience tailgating also.
Any recommendations on places to go? Man, there's a lot of different places. There's
barbecue wise. I mean, Q39 is a great spot to go.
Q39, Q39 is a little expensive, but they're good. They are. Maybe for people that when they go there, like, hey, wait a minute, like, okay, it's kind of a little bit more. No, it's good. It's good. It's a good spot to go to. All right. Gates is another place.
Yeah, Gates is solid too. Yeah.
Yeah. Man, somebody had a list of like new barbecue spots. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't really go to too many barbecue spots anymore since I've been going out to Slaps. Okay.
Slaps. Yeah.
Yeah. Haven't been there yet. So
Oh, okay. Some sightseeing. There you go, Chiefs fans. 1969. Nelson Atkins Art Museum is world class. That's a good spot to go to.
Areas to go to, obviously, is down on the plaza. You get to Westport, maybe doing some things. Downtown is always good. There's tons of places for kids to go see, man. But yeah, great spot. Union Station.
Yeah. A nice sightseeing spot as well.
And then barbecue again.
Huh?
And then barbecue again.
Yeah. If that's what you want, barbecue, I'll tell you which is a good place to go, man. I love it. I go there every chance I get. It's True Kitchen. True Kitchen down on the plaza. It's kind of more cleaner food, eating. It's really tasty stuff, like farm to table, if you're into those things. I like that. They got some really good food, really good food. It's reasonable.
When I went to, so one of my friends used to work for the Chiefs in like the media department, like he was a videographer there, and there was a burger place in the city market area, and that's apparently one of the spots that the Kansas City River Market, and that's one of the spots that Andy Reid's a big fan of getting a burger from. So if you want to try where Andy Reid likes to get his burgers, I gotta remember that. I'll ask what the name of the place is. I
can't do it. The myth of wondering how good it is better than actually trying it and being disappointed with his taste in case it's not amazing. You know, you have it. You're like, come on, Andy, really? Like, you know, I'd rather just think it's like the best burger of all time. Picturing like mustard and ketchup get on Andy Reid's like mustache. You know what I mean? Like, I want to just picture that and leave that there, not even like actually taste it.
Yeah, because if you eat the burger, it's like not that good. You're like, oh.
Yeah, well, it's not going to live up to it. It's just not going to. I mean, what I imagine it to be with a burger connoisseur like Andy Reid, it's not going to live up to what I imagine it to be. So, just best not even have it.
Trying to find the.
I think the place. I think I know what you're talking about. I think I might have taken a picture down there. These folks.
Yeah, it's in the city market area, but yeah, it's like a sports bar-y kind of place.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know, is this a Town and Topic Burgers? That sounds really familiar. It might be this place. Yeah, Town and Topic.
No, I don't think this. Town and Topic is kind of.
He's fond of Pigwitch in Kansas City.
Pigwitch. Town and Topic is kind of like a.
That's great. Original Tommy's in LA. He was a big fan of that in his youth. That's great, man. Oh man, that's awesome.
Pigwitch?
Pigwitch is Pigwitch, a butcher shop and restaurant where he enjoys their burgers.
Okay, Tailgater says it's Pigwitch is what I'm thinking of. So yeah, that's the place that the Andy's a big fan of. Okay, so yeah.
Okay, there you go.
There you go. Pigwitch and the City Market. City Market's also a nice looking spot to go to as well. It's
It's really nice, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Favorite chain? In-N-Out.
In-N-Out Burgers his favorite chain. Well, yeah, he's a West Coast guy.
In-N-Out Five Guys.
In-N-Out and Five Guys.
Big Five Guys fan.
Dude, I'm sure his In-N-Out order is amazing because they have the off menu, like the weird code words and stuff.
You want to hear his perfect burger? I have it right here.
What's his perfect burger?
Cooked to be juicy but not raw. It's a good start. Mayo, ketchup, a little mustard, pickles, lettuce, tomato, and a fresh onion slice.
Okay, the fresh onion slice is nice. That's good. What kind of bun?
A good, fresh bun, essential to hold it all together, man. I love how it describes what the bun is. It holds it all together. Oh yeah, thanks. I mean, that's amazing though. But like, yeah, I can just see Andy saying that.
No, John Marshall says Five Guys is now like a $30 meal. Yeah, Five Guys is. I mean, like
Five Guys is pretty pricey. It's pretty pricey.
I mean, even McDonald's has got like that.
Small fries. Can you just get the small fries? Because at Five Guys, they like throw like the entire basket into a bag. So you don't have to even get anything larger than that. You could your whole family can eat off like those small fries at Five Guys.
Yeah, I'm not a big Five Guys guy.
Yeah, City Market. That's what Andrew City Market has a lot of good spots. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. City Market.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I want a burger now. All right, burger it is.
Can't go wrong with City Market area. All right, guys. Well, that does it for us on this Friday night on this Keys and Cash with Dunn and Dash presented by FanDuel. We hope you guys enjoyed the episode. We will see you guys back here Sunday mid-afternoon, so right after the game ends, probably around 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We'll be back on here for our post-game reaction of this domination of the Raiders on Sunday. So, guys, tune in Sunday after the game right here on our channel. JD, take us away, brother.
Man, listen, hey, great weekend to go out there to see the game with the Chiefs. You know, tailgate, hey, eat your heart out, really. You know, made me hungry talking about all these places. Really. But, hey, look, we enjoy you. Thank you so much for coming out here, come watching us on Friday night. You know, the Dash brothers have given you some really good nuggets out here that y'all can put your bets in and win some money. And so I think these guys, man, are right on time with all their bets. So I think this week might be the one that we get it, fellas. This might be the week to get it.
Nuggets or nuggies?
Nuggies. Nuggets or nuggies. Yeah, nuggies. That's what he said,
nuggies. Right? Yeah, nuggies.
Oh, yeah. So, but with that being said, thank you so much. And like us, thank you for all your prayers and stuff for Chad and whatnot. Continue to keep him in your prayers, our entire family as well. Continue to get stronger. I'm always showing him. Everybody out here is talking about him and wishing him well and the prayers and stuff. So thank you so much. Like I said, but hey, y'all take care. We will see you all Sunday after this win with the Raiders. Okay. And y'all enjoy y'all evening. See y'all later on. Have a great weekend. Love each other the way you're supposed to. Take care. God bless. Jazzy D, Beach 303, Hannah, Noah, John Marshall, Optimistic James, Sasha Tailgater, Greg Rose, Chiefs Fan 1969, Joe E, Chill Guy, Brian Home, Gary Holland, Jazzy D, Witchy Hall, was it Rich Cooper? It was good. Health Hacker. He said, "What? Jay, do you remember when Derek Thomas had 6 sacks against Raiders in 1998?" Oh yeah, I remember that time when it happened. So we're looking for somebody. Somebody gonna get 6. Who's gonna get 6 sacks against these guys? We need to get as a team. I would love to get 2
yeah.
4. How about that?
Yeah.
About that? Sure.
That's a goal.
Yeah. So Andrew Chanel, thank you so much. Let me see what else we got in here. Joe E. I think we had a good Deshaun Hammonds was in here. Thank you, Deshaun Hammonds. Sasha, thank you so much, Sasha, for all your contribution. Dadeo, okay, thank you so much for your contribution as well. Thank you, sir. Sports Cars from Australia. Good day to you too, mate. Demetrio Spence. So I'm trying to filter this thing real quick. Jason Tarbox. I think the barbershop, Dane. Klabata Keisha. Is that how you say it?
I think so.
Keisha. All right. Appreciate it for your contribution too, sir. Tailgater. About Time was here. What's up, About Time? You see it, brother. Life Just Right. Let me see. I say Greg Rose, right? Laura Zingser.
I think Ohtani had the best baseball game ever for a player. He had 10 strikeouts and 3 home runs tonight.
Jeez.
Best baseball player ever? Okay, can we say that already?
That is crazy, man.
10 Ks and 3 home runs in a deciding playoff game. I mean, they're going to sweep them 4-0, but man,
3 home runs. Yeah, 3 home runs
and 10 strikeouts.
Wow,
man.
It's hard. I don't know anybody else that's been able to do it. I know back in the day, some suckers was putting some things out there.
Yeah.
I don't know anything like that, like 10 Ks and then 3 home runs.
That's nuts.
That's,
to be that good at both of those things. You know?
Legendary. Let me see. Night Harder, Hannah, True Champ, General 51. Let me see who else we got on here. I think it's about it. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your evening. Y'all take care. God bless. Marcus, Tage, love you, brothers. I will see you all on Sunday after the game. All right.
Love you, man. Love you guys.
Love you. See y'all later.
See you guys Sunday.
See you
later.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out the best clips from Chief Concerns. And if you prefer to listen to the show, subscribe and follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and anywhere else you get your podcasts.